Welcome back. My name's Dennis, and in this video I'm actually going to show you uh, how to go about starting your very first listing. Once you log into eBay, you will go to eBay's homepage, which it'll look something like what you see on your screen right now. Across the top here, where it says My eBay and Sell, these are probably the two buttons up here you'll be using most frequently. And as I go through my listing, I'll actually explain a little bit more in detail about what I'm doing, the buttons that I'm using, some of the procedures, and you'll be able to follow along in this video and watch as I go from screen to screen. One thing I wanted to mention before you even continue, with your own listings, or before you continue buying on eBay, is to actually register with what's called eBay Bucks, and that's kind of over here. My cursor is circling where it is on my screen. eBay Bucks is a way by which you get rewarded for your purchases on eBay. If you were to make a purchase of $20, for example, for a hat, eBay would reward you with a cash back portion of that purchase. It won't be a whole lot. It might be 20 cents, it might be 40 cents. I forget exactly what it is. But the whole point is that that cash accumulates into your eBay Bucks account. And as you can see right here, I currently have $2.81 in eBay Bucks. And 4 times a year, eBay sends me a certificate with all of the accumulated eBay Bucks that I have accumulated up to within each quarter, and then I can use those accumulated eBay Bucks on my next purchase. It's kind of like a cashback rewards program. It's worth checking out if you plan on doing some purchases on eBay, and definitely worth checking out if you plan on doing some major purchases on eBay. Alright, let's get started, shall we? I've already taken some pictures of an item that I do intend to list, an item that I plan on listing right now, as a matter of fact. I've already gone ahead and I've made a YouTube video of the item in question, and I've already uploaded that video to YouTube. And I will be incorporating that YouTube video in my listing. Now, you do not have to use YouTube. That is strictly optional, but nevertheless, I'm going to show you how it's done should you decide in the future that you wish to use the video option. Alright, so let's get started with our first listing. The first thing we're going to do is move our cursor, and I have to move very slowly because I don't think the video capture captures my cursor as I move. So right now this is called mousing over. You mouse over something, and in this case this is called a menu. If I mouse over the Sell option, the Sell menu pops up, and the first thing I want to do is to click on Sell an item. Click on it, and that takes you to Yeah, every once in a while eBay will kick you out and require you to sign back in, just to make sure that you are a living, breathing person, not a computer. And looks like I have an eBay message here. I have to update my credit card. I'll take care of that some other time. So let's go back to sell an item, and it takes you to this first page. What do you want to sell today? In this section right here, you will want to enter a few words that's going to describe the item that you intend on selling. So what I have is it's basically a candlestick holder. To be more specific, it's a lead crystal candlestick holder, but I'm just going to enter in candlestick holder and search. And the reason I'm doing this is because eBay wants me to find a matching category, and that says that right here. Some buyers search by category, so it kind of helps to have your item into the correct category. And by entering in a few keywords, as I've done right here, where it says candlestick holder, eBay gives some suggestions. You can use some of the suggested categories that it found that other buyers have used, or you can actually use browse categories and select your own. Usually I use keywords and I find out what other buyers have used, and if I don't find anything close, or if I don't find one that exactly matches, then I will go into browse categories and find it myself. But I think I've found a couple here that I can use. I'm going to go with this one right here. Inside the home and garden category, a subcategory is inside the home, accents, and candle holders and accessories. And I'm going to check mark that box, and check marking the box actually selects that listing. It selects that category. Alright, and then you click on continue to go to the next page. Alright, now I actually have an eBay store. Chances are you do not. You do not need an eBay store to sell items. I have an eBay store because I'm a high volume seller, and many high volume sellers opt to have an eBay store to showcase their items, but you do not need an eBay store. But if you do not have an eBay store, just kind of ignore this section right here. I'm going to go ahead and enter in my information because I do have an eBay store. Alright, now we're down to this section here where it says title, and if you notice, right next to the word title is a green asterisk. Those asterisks represent items that are mandatory. You cannot create a listing and leave the title category blank, or you cannot leave any part blank that has a asterisk. If you try to, eBay will give you a little error message and say, oops, you didn't put a title in there, go back in there and put a title and then resubmit. Alright, now for the title. On the title, you'll notice over here you have 80 characters to describe the item that you're selling. That means you can use 80 spaces, letters, or numbers, or characters to describe your item. One thing that I would recommend not doing is doing something like this. And I see people doing this all the time. I have no idea why people do this. It makes no sense to me. You actually want to try to use words or phrases or keywords that people will actually be searching for. So, back to my item, which is a candlestick holder. I need to come up with a compelling title from my listing which accurately describes my item and would encourage people to click on my listing in order to buy the item. So I'm just going to come up with a just a typical title that I would ordinarily use to describe my item, and I'm going to use as many descriptive and pertinent keywords that I can within my 80 character limit. Alright, so far I have new and the letters NIB, which stand for New in Box, 24% crystal, 2-piece hurricane candle holder. That's essentially what it is. And I also have 30 characters left to add to my listing title. And since I have those characters, I might as well be as descriptive as possible and try to get the most bang for my buck as far as my listing is concerned, and use those additional spaces. So what I can do, I can go back here in front of the word crystal. I can enter the word lead. I mean, that's pretty much the same thing. Crystal, lead crystal. But it's still something that I can do. Maybe somebody will search by the words lead crystal, so I might as well have it in my listing to describe my item. And St. George, that appears to be the manufacturer's name that's on the box. You can't really see the box, but I can. It's sitting right here next to me. And I just kind of threw that in there because who knows, maybe somebody has a St. George hurricane lamp that they've broken, and maybe they want to buy the exact same thing, so they might want to look for another St. George to replace the one they've broken. Alright, I'm pretty much out of time for this video, so I will end here and pick up where I left off in my next video.